They love the black and gold here in the Steelers. A few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the New York Giants. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Jones. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Peterson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Throwing Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he will be brought down the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. On the give, this is Harris. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time, great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Oh, he sheds himself free. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They run with Harris. Runs over him. Still fighting for more. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
46 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It's a jet sweep. Roethlisberger bats it forward. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception for the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 41 for Mike.
It's a jet sweep. Roethlisberger bats it forward. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Now after
after the false start. They need 8 yards here on third down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger. It's complete to Watt. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On first down, Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Roethlisberger will throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Jones now from the gun on third down. He sets to fire deep. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Flushed out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Flush to his right. Open man, he's got him. It's Toney for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando. And our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Jones on 3rd down. Hits his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And all the and touchdown, New York. Adrian Peterson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it is 28-0. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Completes it to Watt. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands. And
in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Jones. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw again on second down. Jones being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Giants. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones looking for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And, boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 61 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again is Roethlisberger. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Jones now on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there. third down. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 17. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Meanwhile, Ben's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And he finds his target, Ebron. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they...
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
On 2nd and 1, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing, Jones. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time on the catch and run. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Dancing to his left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back to throw. Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Eluding the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go!
At their own 24-yard line.
Second time, defense, let's go! Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Wild Bill.
And they take a knee. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number.
salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all goal, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see